Hey, what's up? In this video we're on the quest to find the best brush that Clip Studio Paint has to offer, and we are also going to fix a minor problem after this intro. Okay, so the intro is done and we are back in Clip Studio Paint. So let's find the best brush in Clip Studio Paint, which is easy. It is right here in the brush menu, and I have made a favorites category and also show you how you can make that. But the best brush is mixer brush. Okay, so if you are in here for a short time, you can just go away and use this brush, but we're going to discuss more about this and the reason behind this. So why is mixer brush the best brush in Clip Studio Paint? I don't know about you, but my personal style of painting is that I like to draw a sketch. When you're in Flowchart, you don't want to switch between tools that much, so I just use this thing, and then I can just have it like this. This is very quick drawing, but we do want to retain the shape that we do in the sketch. If not, then what's the point? The main advantage with mixer brush is that you can blend, you can like put down the colors and then you can blend simultaneously. I accidentally switched to erasing mode. Another quick tip, you can press C to make your current brush into eraser, so you won't have to switch back to eraser that much. Yeah, so let's redo that. And now if I am trying to put a different color in it, I can maybe set a highlight color and make this. Now I will not have to select a blending brush or anything, or a mixer brush like we do on Photoshop, and do that. This also looks very unnatural. I mean, this looks brushed. So with mixer brush you can just have a color put down with the same brush, and then you can blend it the color as well with the same brush without picking anything. So you can just press lightly and it will automatically blend the colors. So for comparison, now I'm not on a mixer brush, I'm just using a regular brush. So this would look like something like this if we do it with a regular brush, but if we use a mixer brush instead, you can just blend the colors all together, and it is very nice to get forms out of shapes and stuff. Also have a lot of room for improvement, which can be achieved in simple steps. Okay, now let me just delete these. So we have put this to side. While mixer brush is great, but there are a few problems with it. So for example, so remember at the beginning we were trying to get a shape. I mean, you cannot get a exact shape that we were planning without like erasing it. So I mean, yeah, look at that. Yeah, so we'll have to erase these. Maybe we can be careful, but that would be more time consuming. And let's say we want to get a sharp shape, we cannot do that. The best way to fix all of these problems is to just add a size jitter. We can just click on this and click on pressure sensitivity, and if you have a drawing tablet, you can just now you can just draw a smaller stroke. But the problem with this is that it takes away the blending thing from us. So it does blend, but it is not that good as like blending with a full size brush, so we're not going to do that. And another thing is, now this is a round brush which automatically gets you around corners if you're drawing with a bigger brush and drawing big shapes, and you have to cut out of things to get sharp corners. The simple trick to just fix this is to get a not round brush, so you can just get a square brush. At the end of this video you will have a brush like this, so you can draw any shape that you want, and it have a brush tilt on it, and which gives you a versatility between size, and you can get a lot of like nice shapes without cutting it out. Maybe we have to clean this up a bit, but you can get some nice shapes. And it also have blending on it. Yeah, it blends very nicely, and it also gives you a nice texture. Okay, so now this is our target and we are 3 steps behind. So the first step we're going to do is, let me just make a copy of this because I don't want to ruin this brush. Let's name this temporary, and now we have this temporary brush. We'll go to Windows and Subtool Details. Okay, we don't want to touch this size jitter thing. We can also have an option to vary the color of each stroke, but we're not going to like mess with this right now. keep all the settings same. Just go to brush tip and select a material. Just imagine that this is not here because I already did that. Now to add a new material, you can just click on that, and I imagine the name of this brush is just square. I use this one. You can also use these with the textured thing. You have the choice to do this, or maybe you can use these brushes. It's a good idea to use a brush with so I mean, it doesn't have to be a square brush. Okay, now I chose this brush. You can choose other. Let's experiment with this. So we can choose this one. Now we have this brush. We can decrease thickness, the vertical thickness, like this. Okay, now if we just save settings as default and we go back to drawing, let's add a new layer, and now we have this. We also have blending on it. We can draw like now we can, if we wanted to draw rectangular edges, we can do that. If we want to draw like a corner, we can do that, which cannot be done with a round brush. That's why I like square brushes. I mean, this is a perfect brush that you can use in all your stuff. But let's say you want to add like fill a corner with a smaller size, so we can use this this very rectangular thing in combination with the tilt of your brush. I mean, not all tablets have tilt. That's why we can just cut this video at this point. But if you have tilt and you want to utilize that, you can add that simply by going to Windows, brush tip, and here we have this angle thing. So we have this angle. We can click on this first of all to make it appear in the subtool settings. So if you click on this eye icon, this will disappear from this window, and if you click on that, this will appear in this. So these are for quick edits and stuff. We want to keep the angle at 0, or maybe we can just put it at 180 just to be sure. Okay, and then you can just click on this pen angle, and now if you rotate your pen, you can rotate the brush tip and you can draw shapes like this. So let's say let me just give an example real quick. Now we can just get our temporary brush that I'm going to delete after this video because I already have a nicer brush. And you can get this corner, and then you can turn your pen to the wider side like that. Using the pen tilt is very, oh my god, you're not seeing anything. Okay, so I just do this shape. So let's say we want to get this shape. So the easiest way to do is just make a shape, and then you can tilt the brush on the 45 angle, and you can make this stroke and this stroke, and here we have this brush. Now try getting this with a round brush. I mean that's the perfect brush in Clip Studio Paint. Now if you want to download these brushes or anything like this favorite, okay, now I also have to show you how to make the favorite list. You have to just get a brush, any brush from the list. So let's say we want to make favorite list 2. So let's say I'll just select a brush. So I'll select this dry ink brush, this one, and then I'll drag it and place it over here, and then we can just rename this by going to subtool settings, and let's rename to FAV2. Now you can drag any of your favorite brushes in this category, I mean like this. So then you'll have this. You can also drag it on top and you can give it a color. I don't know how to do that. Okay, there is a way to give it some nice color, but I'm not sure, but let's just leave it that. Yeah, so I just use these brushes in my painting. So this is a textured brush, and if you use them properly, you can get something like this, like in a quick minute. I also have a time lapse. Maybe I'll put this on here, but everything goes. Yeah, so that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and in next video we're going to discuss something about, let me just look through my list. Yeah, we're going to look at shading tricks. So we're going to look at how we're going to get different looks. So this is one look that you can get, which is just using a single layer to paint everything on it. So if I show you guys, another quick tip, if you want to switch between layers based on just these elements, you can hold D and then click on something. It will just switch to that layer, and you can switch this layer. Yeah, that's a nice trick. And okay, now we'll just cut it right here, and maybe I'll record the shading video some other time. And yeah, that's the video. Thank you for watching, and subscribe for more. If you watch it to the end, maybe you can drop an emoji or a heart or something, so that lets me know that you watched it to the end. And if you can just share it, you don't have to share it, like send it to anyone, just press on share button and just copy the link. That will help me a lot. And thank you for watching, and I'm sorry for showing this ugly face. Okay, and let's just end with this. Ha 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 ha.